everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've started the video finished. As you can see, I've done a really pretty sparkly makeup using the Lottie London eye foils. Give me 2 seconds, I'm going to show you them. So I actually got 4 different shades. I've got Too Much, Shady, Feels and Sellout. I knew I wanted to use these but I didn't know what one I wanted to use. I went into my eyeshadow collection, decided to use a cherry palette, so pulled out Shady and Feels and did a spotlight eye. This one's sort of purpley and this one's sort of silvery. I'll definitely be doing more looks with these in the future. I got these on sale in Superdrug for like £3.50, £3.90. It was such a bargain. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm barefaced apart from my eyebrows and I have set my eyes down and I've no idea what I'm doing. This is a recurring thing here, isn't it? I have the Naked Cherry palette and I'm thinking of using I want to go deeper, I think, and I want to use the Lottie London eye foils, so I'm thinking this colour here, this one here. I can't decide whether I should do one off camera and then I'll like know exactly what I'm doing and come back, or just wing it, just do it. Okay, so let's put all over the eye this colour here. For anyone who doesn't follow me on social media, I'm going to go in with Bling. So for anyone who doesn't follow me on social media, I'll fill you in on my brush disaster. I had an absolutely jam-packed weekend. I was with my sister on the Friday afternoon and evening for her 30th. We had drinks and food in the garden with the fire pit on. It was really, really nice. It was a late night. I got back about 12 and my first client was at 7 AM on the Saturday morning, so I was knackered. Then I had a wedding, followed by lots and lots of party clients and wedding trials. So my last 2 clients were at 4:30 in the afternoon in a hotel in the city centre, but I had no breaks in between some of my clients, so I didn't spot clean my brushes. And what I do with them is I've got a little side pocket on my kit, and what I do is I drop all of my dirty brushes into the side pocket with a brush cleaner, and it means that 1, they're not going to get mixed up with my clean brushes, 2, they're not going to get my main kit dirty and anything else that's in it. It's just more hygienic and it's more organised for me. So basically I hooked that on because I remember doing it. I literally remember so clearly the brushes being at the side of the bag, and I was in the hotel room and it was a proper tight squeeze to get out of the room, and I remember like having to like fit my kit through the bed, the table and the chairs, and we're moving things out the way, but we are assuming that my brushes were still attached at that point because they weren't found in the hotel room. And obviously then I went down the stairs, out the door and along the street to my car, put the kit in the boot and put my kit in the boot, got home, and as I was lifting my kit out of the car, I just like had this thought. I don't remember having to tuck my brushes out the way to get my kit out the boot. Looked and seen they weren't there, hunted the boot, they were nowhere to be seen. I was like, no. I literally don't even know what I was thinking. I was frantic. I came in, spoke to Ian, he went down to the car, he was like, they have to be there, they have to be there, that's a really strong Velcro, you would have heard them coming off, it's heavy, blah 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 blah. I've been doing that for a year, I've had this new kit for a year, so it's not like a new thing. Obviously they weren't in my car, and I phoned the hotel, I phoned the clients back right away, and she was like, feel free to go back to the room and look in. I was already home, I was half an hour back. I was like, we'll just check and see if they're in the hotel room when you arrive back. She was already out, and she was like, right, okay. I phoned the hotel and spoke to the reception. I was like, if anything gets handed in, he took a good description, took my phone number and everything. He called me the next day to say nothing at all was handed in. The clients didn't find the brushes in the room, so they must have been in the street, or if they were dropped in the hotel like lobby or lift, then they've been lifted. Because I hadn't spot cleaned them all day, it was pretty much all of my brushes. I've been collecting these brushes since I was at college. They're expensive. They're also like my special tools, if you know what I mean. Like, that is, anyone who's a makeup artist has got to completely understand this. Anyway, they're gone. So I was out on the Saturday night for my sister's birthday. That totally put a dampener on that. The clocks changed. I got in at 4:30, and I had my first client at 7 AM on the Sunday morning with no brushes. So I basically use like my own pencil case of brushes that I've got for when I do my own makeup, which definitely wasn't easy at all. It's not the same when you don't have like your own tools. Although I had what I use for my face, everyone is probably in the same boat when it comes to makeup. You put all your good stuff in your kit because that's your job and you're paid to do a good job. So all your best stuff is in your kit. I'm doing today's makeup with my brushes that I own, the only ones that's left that are out obviously my own kit. I've ordered 6, which I think came today, which are like essentials to get me by, and I'm putting all these sort of brushes in my kit just now, and I'll start replacing them to a week or 3 a month or something like that until I've got all my brushes back. It was a hectic weekend, I've got to say. Like, I was very, very emotional on the Saturday night. I woke up on the Sunday morning crying, like when my alarm went off. That's not because of my brushes, that's because I was absolutely exhausted, like mentally and physically exhausted. I know everyone's like, oh, you didn't need to go out for your sister's birthday. Like, I didn't need to go out, I didn't, but it would have been really awful if I didn't go out. It was her 30th. And obviously Sunday was Mother's Day, so I literally finished my clients at 12 o'clock and went straight down to my mum's. So it was literally all go. But in the end I did go away and finish this eye off camera. It's not turned out exactly how I wanted it. Obviously because I had the cherry palette, I was looking to use these colours. So I've got Shady and Feels from Lottie London, and I wanted to put the Shady like coming in from each side, from inner and outer corner, and then I wanted to put like a highlight, like a spotlight of Feels right down the middle. They've sort of mixed together and became I think they look more of a must sort of colour. I think it still looks pretty, so it doesn't really matter. Like, let's try and achieve the same look on this eye here. I think we stopped at, I'm going to go in with Devilish, this purple shade here. I'm taking it on the outer corner, round the crease, and also on the inside. I was saying I don't have like my exact tools, brushes that I wanted to use to create this look. I also haven't done makeup looks in a while on camera, for a few different reasons. One being, this takes up a lot of my time. It is just now 20 to 2. I started getting set up at 12 and I've not done much. I mean, look, but I was dilly-dallying, I wasn't in any sort of hurry, like, at all. So by the time I finish this makeup look, take all my photographs for like my Instagram shots, for the cover photo, like the thumbnail for the YouTube video, and then I'll obviously go and put these all on the laptop, and it will take me, so say this takes all in all 6 hours. I'll need to tidy up, clean this mess, put away all my makeup, put away the equipment, put the pictures on the laptop, and then it will take me about 2 hours to edit this video, because I'm not the fastest at editing. I don't do it often enough to become fast at it, especially when it comes to the makeup ones. It takes me longer to edit them than the fashion ones. And then it will take a good 2 hours to upload onto YouTube. Then I'll make a little mini one of this for Instagram, which should take me much less time because I've already got the base edit there. So say half an hour or so. That's a good 2 days work by the time I'm finished. Then there's all the the writing of the description, the tags, posting them. It takes a long time, and they don't get many views. I'm like so low on views with makeup. Also, my makeup shots on Instagram don't really get that many likes either. So say my views are at like 50, 80, 100 per makeup video if I'm lucky. But I can do a Primark haul and get 1,500 views. I can do a Misguided haul and get, I don't know, I think it's maybe that one's sitting at a few hundred views. The same with the Shein haul. All of them are up over the 100, whereas a makeup video, I can't remember the last time went over 100, I'm going to be honest. And I don't do it for these people watching. Like, I enjoy doing makeup, but the fact is I just don't have the time. Like, this is such a commitment, and in the beginning I was so committed to doing it until I found that something else works better, and then you lose motivation. So I'm really trying to get back into doing makeup looks because I really enjoy it. Another thing is, like, having to buy the new products. The videos that get the most watches are the brand new products, and like, I do not have a pot of gold to be buying a new eyeshadow palette every week, because let's face it, these are getting released weekly, and if it's not an eyeshadow palette, it's glitters. If it's not glitters, it's lipsticks, lip glosses, foundations. Like, there's launches every single week, and it's just not something that you can easily keep up with. Anyway, let's get back to makeup. I'm using the Kat Von D white concealer, and I'm going to cut out a spotlight with this. I actually don't feel well, guys. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm knackered at the weekend or what, but I feel like I'm all clogged up and horrible. Nothing's working today. I had the guy in fix my washing machine this morning, so that held me back. Something else in the house isn't working. My phone's going constantly. Lay down this white, like, in this spotlight eye shape, and then I'm going to set it down and we'll go over it with the Lottie London glitters. I probably will need to go off camera to do this because you've got to get it quite precise. I'm using like a tiny little brush. Got the white set down, and now we're going in with the Lottie London eye foils, and this is in the shade Jady. This is the first time using these, so it's kind of like working out what the best way is to use them. What I did was just pat it down in each corner exactly where I wanted it, straight from the brush. Then I just wiped off the brush that I was using earlier for the concealer, and I'm just sort of patting it in with that. Doesn't matter if it's too far out because I can go over it with my shadows, and then I'm actually taking some of this onto the brush so that I can add a little bit more. And what I did at that side was I actually took this colour around the top section as well. Now I'm getting the shade Feels. So this is the shade Feels, and I'm actually putting this right in the middle here. I'm wiping off that brush again, and where it is in the middle, I'm just going over the top of it and blending it almost with the shade Shady. I'm going to use my pinky to sort of pat that in where Shady is. I want to actually add a little bit more of Shady to the outer corner. Yeah, I definitely need to add a little bit more of Shady. I'm noticing that that's kind of went patchy. Let me add that in again. That's better. And I'm getting Shady on this tiny little pencil brush that we're using. Tiny little eyeliner brush. So precise. And I'm putting that like along the top just to sharpen. I feel like this side has went really patchy with the side Shady. I don't know why. I'm going back in with Bling and Devilish. I'm just kind of mixing them together a little bit, and I'm going here and I'm sort of patting it in because we want a little bit of a blend here. Actually quite happy with how that looks, so it's time to pop on lashes, and I've got these little lashes here which I think are Eldora. They've been used. It's just a little half lash, so I'm going to pop this on. I'm using the Eldora glue and I'm just putting that on the lash line. I've got a really sore back as well, guys, and I don't know what it is that's causing it. Bed or my sofa or something. It's giving me a sore back because when I went to Venice in February it totally went away, and I also went on an overnight to Oban while I was there, like, so obviously I was away 2 days and I didn't have a sore back, but it's really intensely sore, like not when I'm bending over or I'm bending down. It's kind of sore when I'm sitting and it's sore when I'm standing. I can't stand for long periods of time, like cooking dinner and stuff. I have to go get a chair. I feel like I've been moaning in this video, but I'm not actually moaning. Yeah, I'm complaining about my sore back. I didn't really moan about my brushes either. I was just telling you, say la vie and all that. Can't cry over spilt milk, can we? Do you know what? I think I put too much Shady on that section of my eye because it's cracking quite a lot, and that didn't happen to the other eye. So maybe you do have to be careful about how much product you're applying to the eye when it comes to these. I have heard that they're dupes of the Stila Magnificent Metals. That does happen with the Stila ones as well, and they are what £16. I got this in a sale for £2.50, £2.90, something like that. I think that was half price, so even at £6 it's a bargain. If I need to be careful how I'm applying it, I don't mind, because as I said, that happens with the Stila ones. I've got to be careful with them, and they can make your eyes look pretty crepey, and I've already got older eyes, so I've already put some serum on my face from Kiehl's, and I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm not going to use any primer. I'm just going to go straight on my foundation, and I'm just going to speed through this because you've seen me do face makeup 1,000 times. So I'm probably going to have to mix these two shades, but I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder foundation. Light Wonder, yes, C. Okay, let's get going. And this is the finished look, guys. I hope you like it. I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. Off camera, I changed my lip colour to the tartiest lip paint in the shade Bling. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the mood wasn't too down in it. I really tried. Like, it is, what time is it? It is 10 to 3, and see, after this I'm going to go and lie on the sofa and do nothing. I just feel knackered, so I'm looking forward to doing nothing. I'll go watch some YouTube videos and maybe I'll edit this one later on tonight. I honestly do appreciate every single view, thumbs up, comment, everything. I would love if you hit that subscribe button. Also, it does mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Ciao.